What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City match review, match reaction and match analysis. Today we're going to be having a look at the match between Manchester City and Chelsea in the Champions League, which finished 1-0 to Chelsea, and they have become European champions. We're going to break down everything that there is to speak about, including that lineup from Pep Guardiola. But before I crack on with this video, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, you want to help to support my channel, then do subscribe, press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. We've still got plenty more City content coming up throughout the summer, including daily Manchester City transfer updates from June 1st for everybody to look forward to, so stay tuned for that. Subscribe, press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. 18k subscribers is what we're aiming for. We are less than 700 subs away from that goal. Don't forget also to go and check out my social media links. You can find them in the description below and also sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Leave a thumbs up if you do enjoy this video, and most importantly, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What went wrong for Manchester City? Let me know in the comments below. And lastly, don't forget this video is sponsored. It's brought to you by the best footballing app out there, OneFootball. This video is brought to you by OneFootball. If you want to download the OneFootball app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of my description, which will take you forward to where you can download this app. The OneFootball app is extremely useful if you are a huge football fan just like me. It provides you with the latest footballing news, transfer news, and the latest videos as well. It is one source of information of where I get my transfer news from. It also allows you to see the latest scores with what's happening in the footballing world. If you just click on a game, including any Manchester City game, it will not only bring up the latest team news, but it will also bring up the latest statistics and keep you up to date with everything happening in that game. If you want to download this app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of the description to stay up to date. Thank you very much to OneFootball for sponsoring this video. If you want to stay up to date with all the latest football fixtures and results, live league tables, live statistics, where you can view the matches from on television, as well as the latest football news and transfer news, then go and download the OneFootball app. It's a free app to download. Download it through the link at the top of my description. That does help to support the future content created here on my channel. Without further ado, let's crack on with this video. We're going to start off first with my match review. Chelsea could have been 3-0 up by half time. I could argue a case that Chelsea probably should have had 2 or 3 goals. Timo Werner missed a couple of golden opportunities in the first half. Firstly, getting his feet muddled up and not actually getting a shot away. Next time getting a shot away and it's straight at Ederson, before eventually Man City are punished 42nd minute through Kai Havertz. Ball just gets threaded through. Zinchenko loses his man. Defence is all over the place. There's no holding midfielder in place for City, and Kai Havertz goes around the keeper and just taps into the empty net. Ederson will live and will die by how he plays. He will always go and meet the man. It's Ederson. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It happens, okay. Like I said, he'll live by it and die by it. I'm just thankful that the ball went into the back of the net because it did hit Ederson's arm. And if that had rebounded to a City player and City got the ball clear, that would have been deliberate handball. It would have been a denial of a goal-scoring opportunity and would have been a red card for Ederson and a disaster for City. So I think I'd rather have us concede than actually go down to 10 men and lose Ederson as well. But it's the all-important first goal. I spoke about the importance of that during my live stream yesterday and also on my preview. I said whoever gets that first goal in this game goes on to lift that trophy, and ultimately that is what happened. I'm not sitting here as a football expert because I'm not. Pep Guardiola and Thomas Tuchel, they are football managers. They're paid a lot of money. They're football experts. They understand the game and the knowledge. They have everything there. They know this. They know the importance of that. And I feel like Pep Guardiola changed it up, went with a more attacking team with that in mind. He knew the importance of getting the first goal, and it just didn't turn up for City. We had 2 good opportunities to grab that first goal, and ultimately it didn't. And because of that, that's why we've ended up not lifting the trophy yesterday. First one was Ederson pumping a ball forward. Would have been a brilliant assist. Raheem Sterling does really well in controlling the ball. He wants it on his right foot. In my opinion, should have gone with his left. And Reece James had gone around the back of him. Knows Sterling's looking for his right foot. Sterling should have moved it onto his left foot and go across the keeper. He doesn't. He looks to try and get it onto his right foot and ultimately then intercepted, and then a corner's given. Big golden opportunity that one was for Manchester City. And then through Phil Foden, a great block, I think it was, for Antonio Rudiger. Really good build-up play from Manchester City, getting a ball across as well. And it was goal-bound. It was going into the back of the net if it wasn't for that block. Chelsea demonstrated not just then but throughout the whole game how good they were with their defending in this game. It was a superb effort from them defensively, and ultimately I thought they played better over the 90 minutes than what Manchester City did and deserved to lift the trophy, which is gutting for me to say. We were unbeaten in the Champions League this season right up until the final. At the final hurdle we haven't turned up, we froze. It's 2016 all over again. Champions League semi-final over 2 legs against Real Madrid. We just never turned up. We didn't show what we're capable of. We didn't do what we are good at, and ultimately it's ended up costing us, and we're left here wondering what's to be. This hurts more than that's in 2016. This hurts more than any other defeat. In my honest opinion, I've been supporting City since 2002. This defeat hurts. It hurts a lot. We were so close to making history. We were so close to being where we wanted to be, and right 99% complete, and it's just collapsed. And being able to mentally get over that and recover from that at the club's going to be a huge challenge. It can be done. Liverpool have done it. Lost the Champions League final, come back the season after, learn their lessons, put in a good performance and go on to win it. And I'm hoping that'll be the same case for Manchester City, that we can reflect, improve, get better and come back next season stronger, fitter and better than ever. I think that all depends on the transfer market and where City look to identify bringing players in. Thought we lacked a goal scorer. We've lacked a goal scorer all season. We lacked a goal scorer again yesterday. My opinion now, I don't feel like the goals come through Raheem Sterling. I wouldn't have started him in this game. If I was going to go with an attacker, I'd have gone with Jesus, Aguero or Ferran Torres. In my opinion, all three of them in better form and showing more on the pitch than what Raheem Sterling has in the last few games. Sterling's getting better, but he's still not where he needed to be. Certainly didn't warrant starting in a Champions League final. It should have been Fernandinho playing in that hole for Manchester City in the midfield, and Chelsea were just blitzing that apart. Ilkay Gundogan's been sensational playing that double pivot, turning defence into attack for Manchester City this season. He wasn't given that responsibility in this game. He's done it for the majority of the season. Ilkay Gundogan's at his best when he's doing that. So why have we not played to our strengths? De Bruyne has been great playing as that false 9 in Europe for us this season. It's allowed freedom for Foden on the left and Mahrez on the right. Instead, Foden was moved into the middle. Overthinking. Don't get it. I think Pep Guardiola, from that decision, don't really get why he's made that decision, but he's to blame for that team going out there. He said before the game he's decided 10 of the 11 players. He isn't sure about one position, and I'm going to presume that was, does he go with Fernandinho or Sterling? And he's ultimately gone with where his head is, probably where, other than where his heart was to be. But these players, they did the job against Mönchengladbach, against Borussia Dortmund, against Paris Saint-Germain. These are three very good teams, all capable, if City don't perform, of knocking us out on the day. And they haven't, because our players have turned up and that system that we'd played had worked so well. And then in the final, we've gone with something else. And it's when we're playing English teams, it's when we're overthinking at our finest. Or when we're playing against teams we've played against before. It's when Pep starts to overthink things like Lyon. We've played them before in the group stage. We played Lyon plenty of times, so he knows what to expect. So he starts tinkering things, trying to be too smart about things. And playing Premier League teams, we play them at least twice every single season, so he's got plenty of experience playing against Chelsea. And we've played Chelsea in the semi-final of the FA Cup in April, beginning of May. We've played them again in the Premier League. We played Chelsea twice in less than a month, so we know exactly what to expect. So Pep's over 40. It is why I was cheering on Real Madrid in that match against Chelsea. It's not that I sit here and I hate Chelsea. It's more just a case of, I know Manchester City, I know Pep Guardiola, and you just sensed that something like this was going to happen. I didn't want to say it, I didn't want to believe it. It's a Champions League final, it's our first ever one, and it happened, and it's gutting. It's absolutely heartbreaking. It's devastating. Seeing Aguero at the end, he wanted to leave Man City on a high. He wanted to leave Man City lifting that Champions League trophy. He's lifted the Premier League trophy, but his last ever memory at City now is him collecting a runners-up medal in tears on the pitch, not winning the Champions League trophy. Club legend like Aguero deserves to be leaving Manchester City with nothing but the best, lifting that European Cup. What a way it would have been for him to have ended his City career. Instead, he's left in tears. That's what was riding on that game yesterday. It was such a big game, and we just froze and we didn't turn up. We got it wrong. Pep got it wrong. The team got it wrong. I just don't really think there's too much more to add. Like I said, it's important now for City to reflect on that Aguero leaves, Garcia leaves, Fernandinho may leave if he doesn't sign a new contract. So we're needing a goal scorer. We need to bring a goal scorer in the summer. We need to be having a look with Garcia leaving. Which of the best academy players can we bring into the team? Can we start freshening things up from that end? If Fernandinho leaves, can we bring another holding midfielder in? Who do we bring in? And also, we're getting linked with potential of having a player that can play a midfielder or out wide as well. Who do we want to bring in? Do we need to take homegrown into mind? I suspect City will be bringing in 2 or 3 players this summer to help freshen up the squad with players that are leaving. That's just a natural part of things that are happening. It's important for us to do. Even when you're getting right near the top, you need to keep things fresh and plenty of ideas. And yesterday demonstrated once again that City are a little bit away from where they need to be. Where we're probably a 9 out of 10, if I'm honest. We're not quite at a 10 out of 10 of where we need to be. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Manchester United, they know full well how to play against Man City and how to keep it tight and hit us on the counter attack. Thomas Tuchel knows how to do it as well. Liverpool haven't done it. They've had a weakened team out with the injuries, but they know how to do it as well and can be a weakness for Manchester City. So we need to find a way going forward next season. Before we even start thinking about Europe, we need to start finding a way of how we can beat these teams that want to sit deep and attack quickly, because at the moment we don't really have a solution at this moment in time. So what we would try and freshen up, what we'll try and go with, we'll see. We've got a big pre-season coming up, and like I said, it's going to be a big mental challenge now for Manchester City. Losing a Champions League final, your first ever one, it isn't an easy thing to get over, and a lot of them players, they're going to have to get over it very quickly. They're going to go into a European Championships and they're going to have a couple of weeks away from football, and they come back into it and it's just straight back into the action again. And yeah, we'll soon have, it's just round the corner, we'll just have Premier League football back and Champions League football back. We'll be back in the group stage again. We're in pot 1, we're at an advantage. We need to recover ourselves and we need to be looking for progress. We've shown progress this season, so I'm delighted with that. We've knocked out some great teams. Mönchengladbach, Dortmund, PSG. What a coup that is from City. Definite progress there. Definitely something for us to work with and definitely something for us to be proud of. Getting to a Champions League final doesn't happen to everyone. It's, you know, it's not going to be our last, I don't think. But, yeah, it's something that doesn't happen season upon season. It's a great experience for the players, a great experience for the fans. It's a learning curve, and we need to make sure that we do just that, learn. Because if we don't, that's when questions will get answered, that's when questions will get put forward, and then they'll need answers on top of that. And I'm sure a lot of the blame will be going towards Pep Guardiola. I'm sure people will be venting their frustration about Raheem Sterling starting in this game as well. I'm more along the lines of, this was always going to be a bonus. It would have been brilliant for us to have won it. There's progress being shown there. I would rather us have turned up yesterday and played the system that we play, and if we got beat, we got beat. It would have taken, I wanted Chelsea to lift that trophy, knowing that they've had to do everything that they could to have won that trophy. Defensively, they did do that, because they were outstanding yesterday, Chelsea's defence. And N'Golo Kante, a fantastic player, and if Fernandinho leaves and we want to go and sign a holding midfielder, N'Golo Kante, I would pay a lot of money to have him here. He might be, yeah, he was just showing his quality yesterday. I didn't give my JSGC man of the match during my live stream yesterday because I was just that heartbroken about us not winning the Champions League, but N'Golo Kante was brilliant yesterday in dealing with Manchester City. And so Chelsea had the answers yesterday, we didn't, and we need to make sure that we do try and do that. And that's what Pep Guardiola and the City coaching staff and all them people in charge get paid a lot of money to try and do. But at the end of the day, Chelsea, I thought, were the better team. They deserved it over the 90 minutes and they took home the trophy, their second Champions League trophy. So well done to them. I want to say right now, no promises, but I want to say right now that Man City will be back stronger and better than ever going into next season. Let's do what Liverpool did. Lose the Champions League final this season. Next season, let's go one better. Let's go and win the Champions League. We can do this. We've got the quality. We've beaten some top teams. We've got to learn our lessons. At some point, we've got to knock an English team out at some point over the 90 minutes in the Champions League final. You've got to go in and you've got to go and win it. So, yeah, they're all my thoughts. I'm just devastated. I'm absolutely devastated. I'm going to have tomorrow off and we'll be back again June 1st for daily transfer updates for Manchester City for everyone to look forward to. But this is going to take a lot of time to get over this one. I feel like we're not going to get over this defeat until we actually go on to lift that trophy. Only when that happens is when I'll probably get over this. That was such a big game for us, and for us to freeze and play the way we did and what happened with the team that went out, it's just very disappointing. I was just stuck with what we were good at, and I don't really get why we haven't. I understand why, trying to change things, but it's Europe under Pep every season. It doesn't need overthinking. It doesn't need to be complicated. We know what works. I thought we'd got over this overthinking malarkey, but here we are playing a team that we play on a regular basis, and overthinking's back, and the same result happens. Just go with what we know. Go with what we're good at. If we lose, we lose. We learn from it. We could have changed it up and brought some players on if we wanted to go more attacking, but to change it for the starting 11, criminal. Yeah. Like I said, love to know your thoughts in the comments below. Leave a thumbs up if you did enjoy this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Aiming for 18k subscribers. Like I said, we have got daily City transfer updates coming out from June 1st for everybody to look forward to. You can also find my social media links there in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen. If you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram, my email also in the description below too. If you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. And don't forget to go and check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball. You can find that link at the top of my description. Thank you very much to OneFootball for sponsoring this video. The 2020-2021 season, it's done. Over to the European Championships. That's up next. We'll be doing some live streams for that, and then we'll be coming back again next season for all you guys to look forward to. Plenty more Manchester City content and plenty more JSGC content to come. But the summer transfer window literally now just round the corner. June 1st, daily Manchester City transfer updates. Transfer season once more. I'll see you all for that. Keeping you guys all up to date. So don't forget to subscribe. I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for the support everyone has shown me this season. A brilliant season that's ended with disappointment. It happens. We've got a Premier League and a Carabao Cup, so it's still a very good season from Manchester City. Like I said, lessons are there to be learnt. So thank you everyone for watching. It's much appreciated. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I've been JSGC bidding you all a farewell. Peace. Ciao for now.